Hey, what's going on, sports people? This is Larry. I know I said my next video I was going to cover the Hall of Fame picks coming up, but with the season coming to an end and playoff positioning starting to shape up, I wanted to jump on these picks for Week 15 coming up this week. So without further ado, I'm gonna jump right into them. First game on the schedule tonight is going to be the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Tell you what, I picked the Chargers on this one because I've totally lost confidence with John Gruden. In my opinion, John Gruden was only second to Bill Belichick in the way he could come in and turn a team around and make it a contender. But right now, man, I'm not seeing too much out of the Raiders, so I went ahead and I'm gonna give this one to the Chargers. Although they're not doing, they're mentally losing games more than anybody. Next one up is going to be Green Bay and Carolina. No brainer, Green Bay. Chicago, Minnesota. Once again, Chicago. And I tell you what, Mr. Trubisky looks like he's trying to play to get his job back. Baltimore, Jacksonville. That's another no-brainer. Going to take Baltimore on that one. Detroit, Tennessee. I'm taking Tennessee, but I want to say this much. Am I the only one out here that hopes, some kind of way Matt Stafford could find his way out of Detroit and onto a relevant team? Because his career is getting wasted. Next one up, you got San Francisco and Dallas. I'm taking Dallas in this one. San Francisco is like, from worst, they're classic, from worst to first, from first to worst right now. I don't, like I said, I don't know what's going on with it. What, they did have some people, leave, in the off season, and they do have some injuries. Garoppolo seems to be a bust. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna move on to the next one. We got Philly and Arizona. I tell you what, I took Philadelphia in this one because I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm fan struck, I guess. Like I said, I pull for Jalen Hurts a lot. But the interesting thing here, I don't know if anybody else knows, but you got the last two Oklahoma quarterbacks, battling out, Kyler Murray and old Jalen Hurts. But I'm gonna come back to this one because I got some things about Philly I wanted to talk about. So I'm gonna come back to this game. Buffalo and Denver. Well, it's obviously Buffalo's gonna win that one. Man, I tell you what, Buffalo's gonna make a deep run in the playoffs this year. That Josh Allen kid is, he's worth every penny. Seattle, Washington. There's another team, kind of like San Francisco. I don't understand what's going on with Seattle right now. Y'all are, really kind of being disappointing. I mean, like I said, you'll probably beat Washington this weekend because, Alex Smith is kind of questionable right now. I don't know. I mean, you would almost sit Alex Smith in this game, but, Washington's still fighting for a playoff spot. New England, Miami. Well, yeah, I guess I'm gonna take New England in this one because, there's Miami on the other side, but not too thrilled about, picking New England right now. I used to never bet against Belichick, but who knows? Tampa Bay and Atlanta. Well, I'm taking Tampa Bay in this one because, Tampa Bay has Tom Brady and Atlanta doesn't. So that's pretty much all I'm going to say about that one. Houston and Indianapolis. Let's go ahead and get that one to Indianapolis because who knows what Houston is right now. You got the Jets and the Rams. Well, that's another obvious one. The Rams are going to take that one. Kansas City, New Orleans. Well, I'm taking Kansas City in this one, but I wanted to say this much about this game. This looks like an early Super Bowl matchup right here, New Orleans and Kansas City. Like I said, coming out of the NFC, the only team I see giving New Orleans trouble in the playoffs is going to be Green Bay. So, like I said, you can take, you put Green Bay in this game, it'd, be just another Super Bowl preview as well. So, like I said, I didn't pick New Orleans in this game because they're the home team, but New Orleans without that crowd, kind of takes a little bit off. So, like I said, I went ahead and gave Kansas City the edge on this one because they're going to be able to score. They have all their weapons. New Orleans with Taysom Hill, they're kind of mediocre. So, I mean, for all you people saying, why would you call it a Super Bowl preview if it wasn't, well, it's simple. New Orleans is going to have Drew Brees back by the playoffs. I almost guarantee you that one. Last two got Cleveland and New York. The Giants. Like I said, nothing special to say here about New York. They got injuries. The quarterback's hurt again, and Cleveland's a buzzsaw right now. So it's obvious Cleveland's going to win this one. The next one, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. And you know what? I'm going to be sarcastic here. Cincinnati could possibly win that game. I'm telling you right now, Pittsburgh situation, don't be shocked. I'm serious. Pittsburgh might be one of those teams, the most surprising team to get bounced in the first round. The defense is shot without Bud Dupree. That last game, all they did was double team TJ Watt the whole game, and he ran up and down the field on him. So I'm sorry to say it, but I'm not looking for Pittsburgh to get past the first round of the playoffs. And like I said, Cincinnati might beat them this weekend. And then after that, they got Cleveland, and then they have Indianapolis. I mean, like I said, unless they show me something on that defense, I'm not expecting Pittsburgh to do too much. Okay, back to the Philly game. I kind of talked to a few fans from Philly and, kind of heard a few things, on ESPN and Fox Sports and all that kind of stuff. But the thing I wanted to talk about with Philly is Carson Wentz because, everybody's kind of wondering, what happens. Is he rattled? Is he done? Is he a bust? All that kind of stuff. Nah. Here's something I heard a couple fans and then I heard a few broadcasters say. Carson Wentz was really successful in Philly when Frank Reich was the offensive coordinator. So that might, that kind of leads me to believe that, that might be the problem with Carson this year. He doesn't have, Frank Reich, on the sideline, so that, it could affect him. The good thing is, I don't know, like I said, depending on how Jalen Hurts finishes up this season, if he proves to be the guy, then you can move Wentz. I mean, it'll be hard because of the, what was it, $77 million you got to unload. So, like I said, you might see Carson Wentz he could find his way to Indianapolis because, as we all know, Phillip Rivers isn't going to play forever. So, like I said, that I'd love to see Jalen Hurts step up and be the guy. But at the same time, I kind of hate to see Carson Wentz, fold the way he is. But hey, if we can get him, if you can get him in Indy with Frank Reich, might kind of resurrect his career up to this point because it hadn't really been much of a career. Hey guys, that's all I got this week. Thank you guys for watching, and hey, we'll see you next time.